to Scrap the Sketch Challenge with Susanne from channel Schnuller and myself. This is the sketch we chose this time, and it looks simple, but for me it wasn't. I mean, in the end I got a really nice layout. For me it's like my style. I don't put much on a layout. It's really just a picture, a few embellishments, and that's it. And this time I used again a white background because none of the paper really spoke to me in together with these scallop stripes I'm producing now, because the sketch is calling for 5 stripes, and I thought, okay, here are 5 different colors. I can make strips, yeah, not stripes, strips, and then I just fuzzy cut them and I get these nice strips with this scallopy look, and I like it. So, but with this 5 different colors and the picture, none of the background papers really spoke to me. So I tried, but nope. So I go with white in the end, and this is basically the 4th layout in the row I'm using white cardstock as my background. Surprise, surprise! I'm really speechless almost. So what I have to do is I have to get familiar with the kit first, because it's the first layout I'm doing with this kit, and this is also something special this time of the challenge. Susanne also gets the hip kit since a few months, and the July was the first month I got the kit, so I decided to go with the hip kit club for the next couple of months to get a kit. And we thought maybe it's fun to make both, so have this same sketch and use the same kit. So I'm really curious what Susanne did and how her layout looks like in the end, if it's very similar to mine or is it totally different. I believe it's totally different, because somehow we scrapped different. I mean, we have a big similarity, that we are not these scrapbookers who put a lot of stuff on our layouts, but in the end, I mean, every layout looks different. Every of my layout looks different, and so does her. Okay, so I have to get through all the packages with ephemera pieces and check what could I use or want to use, and then I make some piles for maybe, and nope, and yeah, the pile looks pretty good, or big, with a lot of pieces. But I can tell you, in the end, I'm using 5 pieces or 4, I don't remember. So, but now I'm trimming just the strips, and I do it really roughly. So for me, it doesn't matter if it's really precise. I just want to cut them, and you really can't say if I did it really nicely or not. And so, yeah. And now I try to arrange all the strips, and I just shorten them a little bit because I don't want to have them that long. And here I still have 5 strips, but in the end there will be 4, because the orange is really not my color. I don't know, there is a lot of orange in this month's kit, and it works with the other colors somehow, but for me it didn't work with the picture, and it kind of threw me off, and I got really annoyed and I didn't know what to do. And so I am moving all the strips around again and again and again, and yeah, so thinking, and still I don't know, but it will go very quickly. So I use some tape adhesive to adhere my strips just a little bit, so it doesn't move while I'm stitching. So I'm using hand stitching for adhering my strips to the layout. Of course, if you have a sewing machine, you can do it. It's probably better or easier, but yeah, I have a sewing machine, but I have to take it from the shelf, and so it's always too much struggle for me, and then I go for hand stitching, and I like it. I like hand stitching. So here you see the orange strip is gone, and I like it much better. So, and what I haven't realized yet, but I realize soon, that I have a picture, and Niels is on the picture, and Finja as well. You can't really see Finja, but they are both on the picture, and they're looking to the right hand side of the picture. So out out of the picture. And for the sketch says that the picture can be placed on the right hand side. But then I realized, oh wait a minute, if I put it there, then they are looking out of the layout, but it's better if they are looking into the layout. So since I have a little mistake with some glue on the pink strip, I need to place my picture there, and then I realized that's awesome because they are looking then into the right direction. So sometimes you think, oh no, there, oh, yep, and then yeah, okay, that's better. So, and then I even can place a little bird, what I wanted to use for a piece of embellishment on the on the bottom of the layout, I can use. And here I'm going and checking for a background, and I really like this light teal as my background, and I'm going for it in the end. So yeah, here this bird, it's awesome. And I was thinking about placing it on the left hand when the picture were on the right hand, but then it didn't work either because it was looking out of the layout. But now when I changed the placement of the picture, it works. So that's awesome. So, and then there's a small embellishment cluster on the in the corner of the picture, and I'm using 2 hearts and this little quote tag, and it says, each moment in your life is precious, so live completely, totally, fully. So, and I think this fits pretty nicely on my layout here, because it's a picture of our vacation we had in June. So in June, in the last weeks of June, 2 weeks in June, we spent in Sweden. And I don't know if I said it before, I believe I lived in Sweden for 4 years, and Nils as well, but not at the same time. So, but we lived there 2 years together, and then my last 2 years I lived alone, and he lived in other places. So yeah, so we decided after 5 years, or almost 5 years, we go back to Sweden and make our vacations there, and it was wonderful. And what we love are the fjälls. I don't know what is it in English, but it's a region, or it's a region where you don't have trees. So it's mountains without trees, and it's really lovely, and it's so wide, and you have a beautiful view about the whole area. And this area we have been hiking in, it's called Skekafjällen, and this will be also my title for this layout. And there will be also some journaling, because I made a second layout with a similar picture, and you can have a look at this layout on my Instagram account. And it's a picture of me and Finja, and it's I stitched kind of a mountain silhouette, and the picture is round, so they will be placed together in my layout as a double page spread basically. And so that's why I used the name of the place Skekafjällen as my title here, and also put my journaling on this layout. The other layout has no journaling and just called On an Adventure. Yeah, the place is really pretty, and it's if you go and hike there, you basically will see nobody else. So we have spent almost 4 hours there, and we met nobody, just the reindeer and birds, of course. So it's really, really beautiful. It's breathtaking. So here I'm thinking about what to lay on my picture, and this is sandwich paper, but it has a little yellowish touch, and I don't like it. So because the white cardstock is so a true white, I wanted to have nothing taking off from this true white. So I used a vellum or transparency paper. Do you say like this? Yeah. And I don't use any other design paper or pattern paper as a layer, just the transparency paper. It gives the pictures always a very light feel. It has something behind as a layer, but it's not a dominant layer. I like that. So yeah, and this is, in the end, this is all. I mean, I have the picture, and I have these 4 stripes, I have these few embellishments, and the title and the journaling. So um, I'm really curious what Susanne came up with. We are already writing messages to each other. Yeah, let's see. When, so I have to make the voiceover first, and then we can watch it, because we don't know what the other person did. So when the videos online on YouTube, this is also the first time we see each other creations, and that's why we always are very, yeah, okay, now we go online, and we press publish, and then we always sit in front of the computer and say, yeah, okay, let's watch it, and then we write messages to each other what we think about it, and it's always fun. So if you have people scrapbooking in your life, it's always fun to make a little challenge and have something you do together. It's a very nice experience, and it's so cool having other people. And since I don't have other people in my life or close by also scrapbooking, I'm really happy that there are people I can connect to over through through YouTube and Instagram. I don't use Facebook. I mean, I started having an account there for my craft stuff, but I don't use it really. So I use basically I only use Instagram for showing what I'm doing, my projects, and then I post some videos here to also show you what I did, or giving a few tutorials for people who asked me to do something, or what I did. So this is basically what YouTube is for, but I really appreciate having Instagram and connecting to other people through Instagram. That's a nice place. And it's a nice community. I mean, we are always very friendly and helpful, and this is what I like. I mean, it's basically in every community where you have the same interest, and this is awesome. So I really like that. And you can connect with people from all over the world, and that's really nice. And yeah, so now it's the last touches on my layout. I used also I used basically everything from the month July kit, because this is what we decided on. There was allowed to use maybe some enamel dots, or if you want to make some mixed media background, or using just white cardstock, but otherwise we try to stick to the kit. I hope so. This was at least my way of seeing it, using the July kit. And yeah, that's the title, Skeckerfjällen. And in Sweden and in Germany as well, we have these dots above the A, and this is not included in the kit or in the figures. So I have to improvise and use some dots as dots above my A. But they are pretty big, so it would be nicer if they would have been smaller. But this is what I have, and I'm working with it. So now I placed some lines for my journaling, and I will do it off camera because it was a hot day yesterday and I felt like I need a break, and then I just made a journaling when I came back, and I didn't turn on the camera for it. But I used my date stamp to stamp the date. It was the 26th of July, and that's it. So I attached some close-up on my layouts so you can see how it looks in the end, and that's it. I hope you liked the 9th Scrap the Sketch challenge. Soon it will be number 10. Who can believe that? And if you have any question or comment, leave a comment below, and I wish you a happy week. See you soon. Bye bye.